Hello, welcome back. Sorry for the clickbaity little title, but I mean, that's what happened. I thought I would just share this fun experience with you because, I mean, for starters, I didn't know that you could even be banned from an auction on eBay, and I certainly didn't expect that would ever be a position that I was in. And then, lo and behold, here I am. So, let me give you a little backstory. So, yes, I know, like, some of these super, repetitive decks seems to be, like, I understand how it can come across as being, like, I don't even know, like, greedy is the word that comes to mind, but that's not really what I feel like the sentiment is. So I thought I would just explain a little about why I have so many decks, and then get into why I was literally banned from an auction. So, it kind of all started with my yellow boxes, which you can kind of see up top. I watched a video from Lisa at Mindful Tarot where she kind of explained the yellow box, a little bit of the history, and then that like sparked full-blown, I need to have all of them. And I need to know about it, and I need to know how it became a thing. And so I started collecting those. So the yellow boxes that I have are all different editions. They're not all the same. They're just not. They all have something different about the box or the cards or the copyright or whatever. So I started with those. Then I started with the university books and the Albano weight, and then the Aquarium has always been a deck that I really liked a lot. I really like the art. I think it's a really pretty deck. I like how soft the colors are. So, long story short, I started collecting those, and then Melissa Zupan has coined, she's kind of adapted the Pokemon slogan, which is "Gotta catch 'em all," to describe when, like, a collector decides they want all of the editions of something. And that's where I'm at now. So I want the editions of the Aquarium Tarot. I have most of them so far. I'm missing 2 or 3, I think. So I have several of the ones that are different colors. Most people think of them as either having the blue patterned back or the plain blue back, the cobalt blue. I have those, but I also have the colored editions. So I started with this one. I got it and thought that would be it. I probably wouldn't find another one. They are kind of hard to find, and you don't really see them a lot. So then I found this one, which is slightly brighter and has the white Ouroboros. And then I found a black one. And they're all in really immaculate shape, which I think is true with all of my old decks across the board. The older they are, it seems the better condition they're in. And I don't know if it's because they were just gentler on them then, or I don't have an explanation. I just know, like, most of my really old decks are in good shape. So then a pink one showed up on eBay, and the seller, I think it's my favorite Aquarian. So, oh, the camera is doing it no justice at all. Let me see, maybe I can do something with my lighting. Yeah, I think that's better. So anyway, it's peach. It's, I think, my favorite of all of them so far. It has kind of a peach color, or like very light kind of peachy orange Ouroboros. So the deal with this deck is it popped up on eBay and the seller was asking $800 or best offer, which is insane. And then in the description it said make a reasonable offer and I'll consider it. So because I have several of these, I knew that a reasonable offer was somewhere between $100 and $200. Truly, that is what they sell for. And honestly, like, the pink one, I've only seen it once, and Melissa has it, Melissa Zupan. And so, long story short, I sent the seller an offer of $100, and he immediately rejected it. And with the rejection, you can leave a note, and the note said, "I'm looking for $600. This is a really rare deck." So then I sent Melissa a message and was like, "Hey, not to put you on the spot, but would you mind sending me your receipt from eBay for your deck? Because this guy is confused about how much, like, the value of the deck." And so she did, very graciously, and I appreciate it. And I'm not going to disclose how much she paid for it because I just don't feel like it's my place to put her business out there like that. So, whatever. So I sent him a message and was just like, "Hey, you don't have to sell the deck to me. I understand if you're frustrated by this message, but I just wanted you to know that the deck that you have is valued at between $100 and $200. Here is a relatively recent receipt from November of 2019, so like not even a year ago. And you can see that clearly it was nowhere near $600. And he sent me a really nasty message back that was basically like, "Hey, you're just being an asshole, and you know that you're lowballing me, and you know that the deck is way more rare than you're making it seem like it is. So just lowball someone else." And I was like, "Okay." So immediately I messaged Melissa. I was like, "Hey, can you put an offer in of lower than $600 so that maybe if other people are messaging him like this and submitting offers way below 600, he'll realize that he's confused or has like fallen on his head or something?" So she did, immediately rejected, of course, just like mine. Well, then a few days go by. Actually, it was probably like a week. About a week goes by, and then he dropped it to $600 or best offer. And then a couple of days later, it dropped to $200 or best offer. So I tried to submit an offer, and bam, blocked. I couldn't. I got a message on my eBay, like when I clicked the button, my entire eBay screen went white and said, "You've been banned from this auction. You're not allowed to submit an offer. You're not allowed to buy it now. You can't do anything with this auction anymore." And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why? I didn't understand why. So immediately I had, I asked Melissa if she would just buy the deck for me and I would PayPal her the money. So I PayPal'd her the money. She bought it for me. And then I sent the seller a message and was like, "Hey, I don't really understand why I've been banned from your auction. But I am interested in your deck, so if you can unban me, I'll buy it. And we'll be done and everything will be great." And then he messaged me back all slick. Oh, don't worry about it. I already sold it. It's already packed up. I'm mailing it out today. And I was like, great, fucker. Little do you know, it's coming to me. So, the deck arrived today, and I took a picture of it and sent it to the seller and said, hey, thanks for shipping it so fast. I appreciate it. Because that's how petty I was feeling after being banned from an auction that I was qualified for and hadn't done anything wrong for. Like, there was no reason to ban me. I was really just I wasn't trying to lowball him or anything like that. I just wanted to pay a fair amount for the deck. That's it. I just didn't want to overpay. And I didn't feel like that was unreasonable, and I didn't feel like that was inappropriate. And it's not like I was just like, hey, this is the value, just trust me. Like, I sent him actual receipts from decks that were the same as this deck. So, yeah. That's my fun little story about being banned from an eBay auction. And I guess a little warning to all of you out there who like to troll eBay and find great decks. Be careful, because you can get banned. Who knew? I didn't. I doubt it will ever happen again. I can't imagine it will happen again. And I guess I didn't think about... I guess there's no kind of trouble I can get in for having someone else buy the deck for me, but I don't know. I waited to message him until the deck was in my hand, because my luck, I would have sent him the message that was like, hey, thanks for shipping it so fast, and then he would have somehow intercepted it or not shipped it or whatever. So the moral of the story is, do as I say, not as I do. Don't be petty. It's really not worth it. Like, no, I don't regret messaging him with the picture of the deck now that I have it, but I didn't really need to do that. It wasn't a super nice thing for me to do, but it did feel so good in the moment. So that's my little story. Banned from this auction, but I got it still. So yeah, thanks for watching.